So this is Albert, who likes his younger sister, and Klaus. Okay. Dislikes anything that isn't gentlemanly, so he's a gentleman, which is good. His hobbies is gathering information, and his skill is talking. Uh, he says, the only thing I'll tell you and you alone about my secret, that is. His bio is extremely hard to read because it's blurry and small. But I can read a few things. His job is to protect species, so he's like protective and whatnot. Um, Something about a dragon, and he's a nobleman. He's quiet and reserved, but always smiles and has a gentlemanly attitude. So Albert looks pretty good. Like, I'll give him a 7. Like, I like his outfit and I like his sword. Charisma, I'm giving him a 1 because his phrase was rather wooing. And he's protective, but he's also the quiet type, which kind of balances each other out. I'll give him a 6 in personality, making his overall score 14. He is going into dateable. Alfonse, who looks underage. It doesn't say what their ages are, so that makes things very complicated, and I hope I don't get into trouble with putting certain characters in different categories, because I don't know if Wizardess Heart is a college or a high school. And I would look, but I could not find anywhere their ages, so I'm just basing this off their appearance. This guy looks really young. So Alphonse likes hot dogs and dislikes being controlled. His hobby is observing magical plants and their magical creatures. His hobby is healing patients, so he has some healing magic qualities to him. I'm probably not a good person as you think I am. So he has like a low self-esteem. He's the most generous and kind-hearted man in the world. Regardless of who you are, he treats people well. Unlike me, he's always smiling. But sometimes he feels like he's hiding something from us, something important and heavy in his heart. Whatever that is will always be there for him. Well, I'll wait until he's ready to confess. So, because this character looks so young, I'm giving him a score of 2. I wouldn't give him a score of 1 because I do like his outfit, but the baby face is just a turn off, and he might be underage, which might get me into trouble. Charisma, I'm giving him a 0, because his phrase wasn't that wooing, and a personality of 3 because while he is kind, he's also a pessimist, which I don't like, making his overall score of 5. He's going into not my type. Azuza, who is very mysterious because his likes, dislikes, and hobbies and skills are unknown. He says, "Are you my buddy? I'd be honored about that." He's a student from Hinamoto, the island country at the end of the east over the sea. Hinamoto people have developed their own style of magic called Onmyu Jutsu. It's also called the technique of yin and yang. And Azusa is the Onmyu whatever jutsu master of Omoji. Are you curious about his personality? He's really nice, calm, and kind, but sometimes I feel that something strange about him. Is Azusa that I know really the true Azusa? Yeah, he looks really good. Like, I'll give him a 7. I really like his hair and his outfit. 2 in charisma, as he's kind and his phrase kind of wooed me. And a personality of 5 because he's lacking in that area, making his overall score 14. He's going to Bangable because of his high appearance score. So next is Caesar, who likes me, dislikes turning into a piggy. Okay. His hobby is cooking. Alright. And his skill is becoming friends with everybody. You know how much I feel for you. A cheerful character and charming smiles who studied at Hinamoto. Yep, that's Caesar. But because of his curse, he has kisses transform him into a pig. So it's kind of like Ranma, where, like, instead of water turning him into a different gender, he turns into a pig. That might be very difficult during sex. The curse is caused by his ancestor, the House of Baroque Zeus. is the one who enjoyed it the most and always makes fun of him. Poor Caesar. Caesar is always cheerful, but he seems to be in deep thought sometimes. I wonder what's hidden behind that happy smile. So I'm just not vibing with this guy. Like, I don't know what's going on, like, with my head or something. But I just don't like his appearance that much. I'm giving him a 3 in appearance. He has a woeful phrase, so I'll give him a 1. And a personality of 7 because he's cheerful and he can cook, and cooking is a good thing because I don't. Making his overall score of 11, he is going into cute. Clive, who likes stationery. Okay. Dislikes thinking about what to wear. His hobby is brewing coffee, and he doesn't have any skills, which is concerning. You really are a single light of hope in darkness. I'll be introducing Clive. He's my younger twin brother and entered the academy at some time in the night class, by the way. He's always dependable and is nice to everyone. He often tags along with me when I go shopping and is seriously all around a perfect guy. The case croat and coffee he makes are top notch. So let's go try it out together someday. He's always taking notes, so he's the man to go to if you forgot your plans. But lately he's been acting glum. He doesn't seem to be sleeping at night and has been avoiding ever since the academy. Hey, we're twins. If he has something on his mind, he should confide in me and we'd solve the problem together. So he looks alright. He looks a little bit young, like I want to say in his late teens, like 18, 19, and maybe 20. Hopefully he's not underage, or this would be very inappropriate. But I'd give him an appearance of 6. Like, if he had, like, an older-looking face, I'd probably give him a 7 or 8. And charisma of 2, because he does have a woeful phrase, and he's kind, so that gives him points. And a personality of 6, just because he's dependable, but that's all I know about him. His overall score is 14. He is going into dateable. Serum, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He likes quiet places and dislikes noisy people. His hobby is to search about different kingdoms, and his skill is offensive magic. Come on, at least let me act like your knight. Alright, I like that line. He's a serious student with a great personality who's constantly achieves high grades, but strangely he only attends morning classes. Of course, he's far from Luca, so there's no way he skips classes, but I wonder why. His last name is Leando, which sounds familiar to me. So he looks really good. Like, I like his outfit and I like his hair. So I'm giving him a 7 in appearance. Charisma of 2 because of his wooing phrase. Like, it had my heart melt. And a personality of 3 because he's smart, but he's serious and possibly an introvert. The smart gives him points, but the serious and introvert part takes off points. That's why I'm giving him a 3 in that area, making his overall score of 12, but because he has a high appearance score, he's going into Bangable. Elias, who likes reading and has a sweet tooth, dislikes frivolous and irresponsible person who hates rumors. I think we all do. His hobby is spending time reading and carrying out research on magic, and his skill is memorizing incantations. I don't think I need a buddy, not you, not anyone. How flattering. He's my roommate. He's smart but a little bit uptight. He has an outstanding school grades and always stays on top. His only problem is he can be a bit harsh. Some people are afraid of him. But how can you blame him? He has a point. He was born into the famous family, the Goldsteins. He doesn't talk much about his family, and I never ask. Maybe there's something he doesn't want us to know. So, he looks alright. He looks like a standard celebrity, so I'll give him a 5 in appearance. He's very aloof. and his phrase also proves my point. So I'm giving him a 0 in charisma and a 3 in personality, just because, like, he's very uptight and he's blunt, and while he is smart, like, his bad qualities overweigh his good qualities, so that's why I'm giving him a 3. Making his overall score an 8. He is not my type. Florin, who looks like Kirito, but with 2 hair colors. He likes dragons, dislikes anything that hurts dragons, and cleaning. His hobby is dragon watching and flying. Okay, I kind of have a feeling where this is gonna go. And his skill is using his head. I don't want to lose you, not now or ever. So his bio is really small, so I'm just gonna pick up some keywords. A lot of dragon stuff. Light is the name of his dragon. He's always smiling and kind and intelligent. And it may look like he might be into dragons too much. Yeah, I agree with that statement. So, because he looks like Kirito, I don't find him that attractive. The only thing that stands out about him is the streaks in his hair, but I do like his outfit, so I'll give him a 3 in appearance. 2 in charisma, as he's rather protective of me. And he's a little too obsessed with dragons to the point where it's kind of a turnoff. Like, dragons are cool, but I don't want a guy who's, like, overly obsessed with dragons, so I'm giving him a personality of 4. Giving him a total of 9. He's going into not my type. Then there's Glenn, who likes something that reminds him of his hometown, dislikes himself. Oh boy. And his hobby is training. His skill is all types of magic, so he's pretty well rounded when it comes to his magical abilities. He says, "I'll protect you even if it costs me my life." He's an elite guardian mage who is sent to the ministry. He was super long wand, defeats magical creatures. He's very quiet and expressionless, but I heard that he's a nice guy. But I feel like he's cold, particular to me. Maybe because I'm a regular supplementary classes. Well, it's a mystery. So, he looks really good. Like, he looks like an older guy, and his shirt is wide open, so that's a plus. I'm giving him an 8 in appearance. 1 in charisma, as he's rather protective of me. And he's a pessimist and an introvert, which takes off a lot of points. I'm giving him a 1 in personality, making his overall score of 10. He's going into Bangable because of his high appearance score. Ray, who likes books and cookies, dislikes night. His hobby is pranks, and his skill is remembering the way. I love you. Thank you for finding me. So he's a bit forward. If I had to describe him in one word, it's mystery. Yes, a true mystery. I don't even know if he's a student at the academy or not. He always appears in unexpected places and unexpected moments. It's better that you stay alert, as we don't know if he's an ally or an enemy. We don't actually know who he is at all. He's always smiling mysteriously, but in reality he seems miserable. I'm afraid I might not be able to solve the riddle of him. So he looks good. Like, he looks a little bit young though, so I'm giving him a score of 7. Charisma 1 because he is looking for a partner. And a 3 in personality because he likes to play pranks and he also reads books, both things I'm not really interested in. So I'm giving him a 3 in that area, making his overall score of 11. He is going into Bangable. Guy, who also looks really young. In fact, he looks underage, and I'm getting concerned. He likes catching up with friends, dislikes studying, and his hobby is playing sports, and his skill is Ladliz. I don't know what that is. I think it's like Quidditch in the Shall We Date universe, but I don't know. Somebody find out in the comments and tell me. You make me stronger. I need to fight for our sake. He's a popular student at the academy. He makes his surroundings happy with his cheerfulness. He has an athletic side, and Ladliz is his thing. But he's not a big fan of studying, though. He regularly goes to supplementary classes. It seems like he's pretending not to show his true ability, but maybe I think too much. So, appearance-wise, I don't like the neon hair and the standard outfit. It's just boring to me, and it also doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm giving him a 2 in appearance. 3 in charisma because he's popular, protective, and friendly. And a personality of 5 because he's cheerful but lazy, so those two balance out. His overall score is 10. He's going into cute. Hero, who likes muffins, dislikes bothersome things. Okay. His hobby is sleeping, and his skill is the art of sword drawing. So I'm assuming like that's just like pulling out a sword. I don't know if that's actually a skill or if it means he's literally draws swords, like sketches them. I don't know. I'm not qualified to be perfect. He always walks a step behind Zeus and works as his right-hand man. He uses magic from Hinamoto, and it's said that he's an outstanding magical skill is one of the best of the knight class. For some reason, his magical power is sealed. Once he gains his magic book, it's certain that he has a big contribution to the team. Perfect and in the academy. The history of Zeus and Hero is one of the must-see point in history. You may find out why Hero always supports Zeus. So he looks alright. He looks like a bad boy, which is good. I'm giving him an appearance of 6 just because he looks a little young. 0 in charisma because his phrase just wasn't about me at all. It was just like a phrase. And a personality of 5 because he's artsy but he's lazy. So again, that cancels out each other. Making his overall score of 11, he's going into cute. Hisoka, who likes money, business challenges, and family. Alright. Dislikes being poor and vegetables. His hobby is taking Hachi out for a walk, so I'm assuming that's one of his animals. His skill is judgment, being friends with everybody. You have such a cute smile. It's been a while to see a genuine smile like that. The merchant has come to the land from Hinamoto. I've met a kind person who has a unique aura. Something about him is different from a humanoid. Behind his smiling face lies a secret waiting to unravel, they say. Maybe he has a story to tell. Will this guy induce an effect of the future? I shall monitor him beside the goddess of time, Glare. So, he looks like a standard celebrity. I'll give him a 6 in appearance. A charisma of 1 because while it's kind of sexist, he's also friendly, so it kind of balances it out. And a personality of 3 because he's greedy, like he just doesn't like poor people, so like he's not very empathetic towards those who don't have money. So that gives him an overall score of 10. He's going to cute. Hugo, who likes the stew that I cook, dislikes vanity. His hobby is traveling, and his skill is camping. I'm not really sure if that's a skill. That sounds more like a hobby. I wonder why my heart always ached when I thought of her. Hugo has come from the future to change the tragedy of destiny. He says nothing improves the world to follow the path of eternal destructions. That kind is scary. I don't know whether he's telling the truth or not, but if he hurts his brothers or her, I will take him down. So appearance-wise, like, he looks good, but I don't like his outfit. I have no idea what's going on. Like, I can't describe what he's wearing. Charisma 0, because his phrase wasn't that wooing, and a personality of 3, because while he is adventurous, he also has destructive powers, which scares me, and he possibly loves someone else, which is also concerning. Giving him an overall score of 9, he's going to not my type. Joel, who likes my first love, dislikes her tears, so he also has issues with another person. His hobby is collecting magical plants, and his skill is spell singing, which is cool. He says, I've been waiting for you. He is a gifted spell singer who is cast a magic by singing. He doesn't need a wand when he's casting spells. I've seen his performance once, and it's terrific. With his cool personality and high grades, he's very popular amongst female students. I've seen him being asked out by a couple times, but it looks like he's already has someone decided on his heart. He's such a serious man. I like it. Yeah, this guy looks alright. I'll give him a 5 in appearance. Charisma of 3, because he's a hopeless romantic. His phrase was rather romantic as well, and he's popular. And personality of 5, because he is serious, but he's also artsy. But he's smart, too. It kind of balances itself out. His overall score is 13. He's going into cute. Klaus, who likes tea and some sweets, dislikes nothing I can think of. His hobby is studying about magic-related subject, and his skill is extremely strict teaching method. I'll make you pass the trial, so shut up and do as I say. As you can notice by looking at his name, Klaus is my brother, and 5 years older than me. He's very talented in various fields of study, and I'm proud of him, kind of. Although he's currently enrolled in the academy, he holds a certificate of the Elite Magic Knight and serves as the Honorable Prefect of the academy. He's called the Emperor among other students and in reserve and for fear of his strong personality. Simply, I cannot describe him in a single word, as intense. His words never have been wrong, but sorry. I can't continue anymore. I hope you understand. Life is very dear to me. So appearance-wise, yeah, he looks really good. Like, I'll give him a 7 in appearance. Charisma 0 because his phrase wasn't that wooing. And he's smart, but he's aloof. So I'm giving him a personality score of 5, making his overall score 12. But because of his high appearance score, he's going to Bangable. Lars, who looks underage. He's probably going to not my type, but let's read his bio. He likes Clive, who I'm assuming is another character, and calculating. Dislikes set ideas. His hobby is remodeling magical tools, and his skill is coming up with the next interesting thing. You've made me stronger. He's one of the transfer students that came to the academy around the same time as me, and is the twin of Lars, is the older of the two. He's well known throughout the world for remodeling magical tools. There are parts of machinery I've never seen before lying in his room. He's always energetic, bubbly, although he immediately falls asleep from boredom. If he's not interested in what you have to say, he has a lot of friends, and teachers are well aware of his presence. He loves his younger twin brother, Clive, and they spend a lot of time together. They must get along pretty well. So this character looks underage, which makes me uncomfortable on giving him an attractive score of 1. Charisma 3, because he's, like, popular, and his wooing phrase was romantic, and he likes me, which are good qualities, in terms of charisma. And a personality of 5, because he's cheerful, but he's lazy, so that kind of balances things out. His overall score is 9. He's going into not my type. Leon, who likes rich, nature, forest, spring, dislikes nothing. His hobby is nothing. Oh boy. His skill is light magic. Your smile is my light. Can I look at you for a little bit more? I heard this guy has lost his memory. If I were to describe him in one word, it would be mystifying. He keeps his silence most of the time, but once class starts, he surprises everyone by showing astonishing powerful magic. Plus, he does it like nothing is difficult. I mean, he's beyond talented, and it scares me. He is something, that's for sure. So, he looks like a prince. He is sexy. Like, I'll give him a score of 8 in appearance. His phrase is somewhat romantic, so I'll give him a 2. And a personality of 5 because he's just lacking in it. His overall score is 15. I am putting him into Bangable because he has a high appearance score. So then there's Leslie, who likes helping people and fashion, dislikes lazy people, and his hobby is shopping, and his skill is archery. I vow to protect you in the forest. He's one of the most reliable senior students of mine. He is the master archer and uses his bow to cast magic. It's very unique, isn't it? He's from the House of Roseblade, which serves as the guardian of the forest for generations. Chica is his familiar, however, their relationship is unique, I would say. So he looks a little bit young, but, like, he still looks of age. Like, I'd give him a 7 in appearance. 1 in charisma because he is protective of me. And a 7 in personality because he's caring and, like, in tune with his feminine side. And he's also, like, assertive in a sense. So his overall score is 15. That makes him dateable. So this is Light, who likes tidy rooms, dislikes office work, his hobby is training, and his skill is swordsmanship and cooking. He says, please go back, I don't want to see you get hurt. Okay. He's the strongest dragon of the White Dragon Knights, and uses his impressive swordsmanship to fight any enemy that he dares challenge him. He's trained for a certain goal, and proof is his tough training is shown in his battered jacket. I can't tell you what his goal is, so that's up to you to find out. But he is cold and quiet type, so I'm not sure if he'll talk to you. He doesn't laugh often, and his eyes can be quite scary. But he's great at doing chores and taking care of people, so I hope that you two can get along. So he looks really good. He kind of reminds me of a Dark Knight. I'll give him a score of 8 in appearance, 0 in charisma, as his phrase was not wooing at all. And he's ambitious, yes, but he's also cold and OCD, which are traits that I don't like, so I'm giving him a personality score of 3, making his overall score of 11, but I'm putting him into Bangable because of his high appearance score. So then there's Luca, who is the guy I chose because at the time there was only 5 characters to choose from. Likes freedom, dislikes clever but stubborn people. His hobby is to skip class, and his skill is to play pranks on others. Nothing will ever start if you just sit around waiting. The self-conscious school skipper has a fair share of serious behavioral issues. He was held back several years now, and he's very sarcastic and provocative. People find him difficult to get along with. He's always pulling jokes and often pranks on others. He likes to laugh, but nobody has never seen the real him. The problem with Luca is he never knows when he's gone too far, often crossing the line with what he says and how he says it. Obviously, we aren't friends. He hates me, and I know I don't like him either. So, he looks alright. Like, I like his smile and his outfit. Like, he looks like a bad boy. I'd give him an appearance score of 6, 0 in charisma, and a 2 in personality, because he has behavioral issues, which gives me PTSD with when I was going to high school, because I had to deal with a lot of people who had behavioral issues. So I'm giving him an overall score of 8. He's going into not my type. Lucius, who likes the castle and the labyrinth, dislikes lively places. His hobby is taking a walk in the labyrinth, and his skill is dancing. I'll never let you go. My ancestor, the House of Baroque, trapped him into the labyrinth. Hundreds of years have passed since then. As a descendant of the House of Baroque, I'm willing to do anything to help him get out of there. Hopefully he'll consider me a friend someday. I asked him now. He would definitely say heck no. It takes some time, I guess. So, I don't know how I feel about this guy. Like, I don't like his hair. I don't like his outfit except the cape, but I do like his eyes. So I'll give him an appearance score of 3. He's a bit possessive, so I'll give him a +1 in charisma. And he's lacking in personality, so I'm giving him a 5. His overall score is 9. He's going to not my type, and regardless if he is underage, he's still not my type. So this is Mel, who likes snow apples, dislikes bothersome things. Okay. His hobby is seeking magical plants in the world, and his skill is purification magic. I'm not a student, so why would I become buddies with you? Mel is a gifted magical tree doctor. The major textbooks and magic plants are written by him. He speaks less and feels like a bother to explain things to people. His personality is misread by many people, but he's truly a gentle person. His purification magic is very generous and beautiful. So appearance-wise, he's alright. I'll give him a 6. Charisma 0 because his phrase wasn't that wooing. And he's smart, but he has an ego which balances each other out, making his score a 5 in personality. He has a total of 11. He's going into cute. So this is Knox, who likes nightclubs and super spicy soda. Dislikes rules, so he's a bad boy and he challenges the status quo. This is the type of bad boy I like. Hobbies is drinking tea, and his skill is magic illusions. He says, "Don't worry, I'll watch over you." He's originally the night class prefect at the academy. Since he works at the magical tool shop in town, he's knowledgeable about various magical things. He was assigned to this mission. However, he seems to be carrying some sort of burden. I wonder what that could be. So this guy is sexy. Like, I like his outfit. I like his smile. I'll give him an 8 in appearance. 1 in charisma because he is protective of me. And he's smart, but also a bad boy, which I like. So I'll give him a 7 in personality. Giving him an overall score of 16. He's going into dateable. So this is Randy, who likes cute things, sweets, and taffy, dislikes any magical things that will endanger or hurt people. His hobby is studying, experimenting in fields of magic and wizardry, and his skill is competitive speed eating and sweets. There's no failure or right or wrong answers in magic. He is my master. My master made me and gave me life. He's the most genius wizard of the world. But he's very busy studying and experimenting magic, which that makes people think that he's crazy eccentric. Me sometimes helps my master experiment. That sentence did not make any sense. Sometimes I mean most of the time. Have a hard time helping it. Yeah, somebody who wrote this needs to go to grammar school. Like, this is not okay. But me do my best to help Master. I love my Master Randy a lot. So I don't like this outfit, and I don't like his hair. Like, he has 2 patterns going on, stripes and polka dots. Like, that does not work, dude. I do like the cape, which is giving you points. He has a score of 3 in appearance, a 0 in charisma, and a 6 in personality because he's smart. Making his overall score a 9. He's going to not my type. So next is Rex, who likes rules, super sweet shortcake, dislikes Phantom Thief. His hobbies are visiting sweet shops, and his skill is excellent reading and fast reading. He says, I have loved you since our first meeting. Rex is just like me, to be a night class prefect when he was a student. We graduated together. Now we're working at the Ministry Reference Department. Putting it simply, he's my rival. He knows a lot about stolen magic tools, so he's been assigned to this investigation alongside me. Still, with the reasoning skills of his, can he just be a regular worker of the reference department? So, he looks pretty good. I'll give him a 5 in appearance. A charisma of 1 because he is interested in me, which is good. But he's lacking in personality, so I'm giving him a 5, making his overall score of 11. He's going into cute. Sigurd, who likes creatures with wings and coffee, dislikes inconsiderate people. His hobby is teasing Klaus, and his skill is riding a cloud bird. I saw you in the darkness. You brought light to me. He's the only student who can equally discuss the matter of Klaus. With this outstanding magic skill and intelligence, he's just been known as Klaus's right-hand man. His magic taming, and he's a skillful rider of a cloud bird. He's good at dealing with my super talkative familiar Chica. I don't even know how he does it. I guess he has an endless patience. So this guy looks pretty mature. Like, I like his outfit, and I like his hair. So I'm giving him an attractiveness score of 7. He's also interested in me, so I'm giving him a charisma of 1. And he's smart and funny, which I like a guy with a sense of humor. So I'm giving him a 7 in personality. And a total score is 15. He is dateable. Then we get to Ted, who has the same name as my grandfather, which would be very awkward. He likes basking in the sun and fish, dislikes dogs or anything related to onions and chocolate. His hobbies is grooming and observing magical creatures, and his skill is manual labor. I have to protect the woman I love, even if it kills me. So he's pretty protective. That's a good quality. He's a new student who entered the academy. He's the Gendulin's first beastman, and a powerful one at that. He's knowledgeable about magic creature biology, so feel free to ask him any questions if you're curious. I also have asked him many things, and he's a great guy once he starts talking. It would be nice if he can get along with everyone in the academy too. But he seems to be looking at something and is always looking at the forest. I wonder what he's curious about. So this guy looks pretty good. Like, I'll give him a 6 in appearance. He's protective, and his wooing phrase is quite charismatic, so I'll give him a 3. And the only quality I know about him is that he's smart, so I'll give him a 6. That makes him, overall, a 15. He's going to dateable. Vincent, who likes something tasty, dislikes sweets, and his hobby is training. His skill is, other than healing magic and cooking. Other than healing magic and cooking. I don't know why it says other than, but, he's good at healing magic and cooking. Don't be so cute around me, otherwise I'd fall for you. Oh boy, I'm fanning myself right now. He came to the academy as a visiting student. He's quite talented in offensive magic, thus he teaches class in this nature. I heard that his knowledge for magic excels even the professors in the academy. His profession as a magic researcher, he says, however, no one knows the truth about his background. Well, I've never seen such a musically stern-looking researcher before, though. Some students inquired about his origin, but it seems that he's not pleasant to talk to about it. So this guy is sexy. Like, he kind of reminds me of that other character from Blood and Roses. I think his name was Gordon, like the one that was like good with machines, but like a sexier version of Gordon. He has a really nice wooing phrase. Like, it really swept me off my feet. Like, he seems like a seductive type. And a personality of 7 because he's smart. He's smart and he cooks. And bonus points because he has healing magic, which I always like to play the healer in RPGs. So his overall score is 21. He's going into Marry Me. So this is William, not to be confused with the other William from Ninja Assassin, who likes sweets, spicy foods, and broccoli are his dislikes. His hobby is collecting antiques and taking care of his hair, and his skill is solving puzzles. He says, "Why are you so beautiful?" He's the only Dragon King survived war occurred a long time ago. He's also a well-known former headmaster of the academy and one of the culprits who stole my magic watch. I was very upset, but something about him tells me that he isn't a bad guy. That is why his late behavior is something I question about. Well, everyone is going through something. I guess that's life. So this guy is a demon, which gives him automatic points to appearance, but he is also really sexy. Like, I like his face, I like his hair. He's getting a 10 and a charisma of 5, as he did sweep me off my feet. But personality, he's a kleptomaniac, which isn't good. So I'm giving him a 4, making his overall score of 19. He's going into Bangable. Yukiya, who likes nature, dislikes magic. What is he doing at the school? His hobby is being alone. Oh boy, and his skill is animals are especially drawn to him. Being around me is a bad idea. Alright, already I know where this guy is going. He is cursed. That is a rumor that they say. They say if you met his left eye, the other under the eye patch, you'll be cursed too. Some said that he came here to find the cure. Poor little Yukiya. Just thinking about how hard it must be for Yukiya hurts my heart. If I were a girl, I'd hug and comfort his lonely soul. Oh yeah, the man of few words is loved by animals. He has a wolf following him everywhere he goes. He does have a fan after all. Maybe it's something more than a fan. Now there's something interesting. So appearance-wise, like, I'd give him a 4. Like, if he wasn't wearing an eye patch, I'd probably give him a 6. Charisma 0. Because his phrase wasn't really wooing, and while he is a sensitive guy, he's a bit of a loner and a pessimist, which aren't really turn-on, so I'm giving him a personality of 3, making his overall score of 7. He's going into not my type. So this is Zeus, who likes to be the boss, dislikes to obey someone, so he has, like, authoritarian issues. His hobby is getting hero puzzled with a sudden favor, and his skill is creating magic circles. Who do you think I am? I am the pinnacle of all creations, alive or dead. So he's a bit of an egotist. I don't know how I feel about that. Have you heard about the man named Zeus? He's the prefect of the night classes who's good at casting summoning magic. He and Klaus fight like cats and dogs. I know that they hate to admit it, but they are too kind, at least I think so. Oops, Klaus is heading towards me. Gotta go. So this guy looks like standard celebrity quality. Like, I like the boa, I like that his shirt's open, and I like his outfit going on. So that's sexy. I'm giving him a 6. Charisma 0, because his phrase is more about himself than it is about me. And a personality of 0, because he's a narcissist. Making his overall score of 6, he's going into not my type. And I think I'm going to end this video here, as I didn't realize how long I'd be talking about Wizardess Heart, so I will see you in part 4.